What's up, Strikers, and welcome back to the Sharp Corner, YouTube's only channel that provides consistent, competitive online gameplay footage for Mario Strikers Battle League. I'm your host, The Sharp. Welcome back to another episode. Strikers, today we're going to have some fun because you are going to be observing a coaching session, though I'm not going to be coaching anyone. Instead, I'm going to be coached by who is considered to be one of the best Mario Strikers Battle League players today, Virtue. I first met Virtue when I joined the Mario Strikers Battle League Discord server, which I will once again put a link in the description of this episode. And we just were matched up for a couple of random games, and I learned quite quickly that there are players out there who are operating on a whole nother level when it comes to skill. We played a few games, and this guy fed me my lunch quite soundly. I was so impressed by his gameplay that I later asked if we could play a few more games where I could record them so I could go back and study and observe and study his play style and see where I could use some improvements, and graciously he said yes. We've had a few other games since then, and some of the stuff that I love about Virtue is that he's a very gracious individual. Usually when you think about top players and people who are really good at gaming, characteristics that come along with such individuals are arrogance and ego. But in the time that I've met Virtue, I don't detect any of that. He's a very gracious individual. He honestly wants to help people. He's very encouraging. So I really like this guy. Because he's got these qualities, I reached out to him not long ago and I said, Virtue, I think other people could benefit from your ability. I think other people could benefit from your wisdom. Would you be interested in giving me a coaching session and I could record it for an episode? And he graciously agreed. So we are going to be bringing Virtue in. You're going to be able to hear his commentary as we go through these sessions. We're going to play a couple games using these rules. And, we're just going to see how it goes. I'm going to tell him where I'm struggling. He's going to tell me where I'm excelling, where I could use some improvement. And hopefully we're all going to be able to learn from this. Now, Virtue also has his own YouTube channel where he's got some great content. He's got some instructional stuff. He's got some analytical stuff. So I'll be putting a link to his channel in this episode description as well. But without further ado, let's get to coaching and let's bring in Virtue. Okay, and we have Virtue now on the line. Virtue, welcome to the Sharp Corner. Glad to have you here.
Hello, I'm Virtue. You may know me from over at my YouTube channel, but some of you probably know me as one of the top 5 players in the world right now. I've never placed outside of a top 5 tournament ever, and I'm here to teach Sharp a little bit of my skills, so hopefully maybe you guys can improve and Sharp can improve too. You ready to get in some matches, Sharp?
Absolutely, Virtue. Let's get into it right away. Quick note about the rest of this recording before we continue. Normally when I record gameplay, I have a different setting on the software which reduces my image and puts me in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. In all my excitement about having Virtue on the channel and learning from him, I neglected to change this setting, so as a result, I ended up taking up more space on the screen than I would have liked. Nevertheless, the gameplay footage wasn't compromised so poorly that it needed to be scrapped, and given that Virtue's expertise and commentary is immensely valuable, I decided to continue with posting the episode. Still, I hope that you'll forgive this mistake on my part. I hope that Virtue will forgive my negligence, though he has to harbor some of the blame for being so good at Strikers that it's distracting, and I hope you enjoy the video all the same. Alright, so Virtue, we are now going to be selecting characters. Do you have anything that you want to mention as we go through character selection? I was watching your video earlier today about how Waluigi is the best person to serve in captain, but of course that's not really my style. But what are your thoughts on just character selection here?
Character selection, in my opinion, I think that everyone should run a high strength captain, whether that's Waluigi or Pauline. And your wingers, obviously, you can't really run any big bodies on wing because they can't really take people on, like get past into the far wing. I recommend really small characters at wing like Peach or Toad or Diddy who can pass into the box unless you're playing wing 1 like I mentioned in my video. And at the back line, I recommend big bodies that can have really high width tackles and really high width charge tackles as well, because they want to be defending the striking position at all times pretty much.
So that'd be like your Donkeys, your Bowsers, maybe even a Waluigi?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm taking a little bit of your advice. I got a Toad and a wing. I got Pauline as captain. I've got Donkey Kong, as that defender / anchor position. I'm doing a Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. in the wings, okay?
Yeah, Bowser Jr. in the wings does work if you're going for some really high passing builds and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. And Virtue, just give us some commentary as we're going along here.
All right.
Oh, I did not expect to get that steal.
Yeah, you got that. Nope, that's mine. All right. Let's see how he deals with how I get past wing. Oh, I felt
I
that.
think I got lucky on that one. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah, you'll take that. Right. Let's see how he moves. Yeah, a little bit predictable there. People usually run in circles when they like that, and I hit you for it just then. You run
So what do you do
in
instead of running on
circles.
circles? What do you do instead of running in circles?
What you do is you can run directly forward and mix me up. You can also run directly backwards. You can run in different directions essentially. Usually people just run in a circle, and that's very predictable, and I can just tackle straight and it always gets you every time.
Okay.
That's mine.
That was kind of a rookie mistake.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, let's see here.
See how you do. Nope.
So when you see the ball being passed like that, do you just like immediately hit the change player button? Like when you hear the pass go
switch.
off, immediately switch. Now, how do you know which way to tackle? I mean, if I'm ahead of you to the left, to the right, bottom. See, I try to do that, but I don't ever seem to be able to tackle in the right direction.
So basically,
see, like that. I mean, you knew exactly where I was.
It comes with a lot of grinding. What you do is you always keep your eye on the box. Like in the corner of your eye, you can slightly see where the defender is, and you can tackle in that direction. Sometimes you sort of just know exactly where the AI is going to be when you've been grinding so much, so you tackle in the most likely direction the AI is going to be. So that's how I usually get the tap tackles off. Oh gosh.
Now, when you say the box, are you referring to Boom Boom's box, or are you referring to the formation that your players normally maintain?
Yeah, I'm referring to the formation. Ah, nice one.
The formation.
Yeah,
okay, gotcha. Because when you think box, I'm thinking, okay, like where Boom Boom is. Okay. So you kind of have to know not just your own formation, but you have to kind of keep your opponent's formation in mind too.
Yeah, the box is like here in this position where my DK is standing.
Okay, gotcha.
That's what I call it, at least. So that's a box pass, and you've defended that pretty well. Nice.
I did, but it was not a switch. I was kind of playing zone there, right?
Yeah. Douche. All right. Okay. Yeah. Normal passes. I recommend doing free passes around the field like that.
Free passes. Okay, gotcha. Why free pass as opposed to, now I understand the free pass when you're getting ready to score a goal, but why the free pass like right here when I do a free pass? Would I do a free pass right here, or could I just do the regular one? Why the free pass?
The free pass is because you can get a perfect free pass, and perfect free passes are uninterceptable. When you climb the ranks in Mario Strikers Battle League in the Discord server, you will realize that some people actually, intercept grounded passes like that, sort of.
Right.
And you will have to input perfect free passes to stun opponents.
Okay. So even when you're just doing basic passes, now free passes, they get a little bit easier to do the more technique that you have. Is that correct?
They do, yeah. Everything that requires execution becomes a lot easier when you have more technique. But it doesn't exactly matter with free passing, because free passing, you should really be able to execute them regardless of the technique stat.
Okay. So kids, practice your free passes.
That was good item usage. I like that.
Well, this is one of the things you've told me in previous sessions, maybe not, verbally, but through Discord, is that to use your items a little bit more on offense is to try to free up your wings, correct?
Yeah, like that.
Like that, for example.
Right there.
Like that, okay.
Perfect example right there. Alright, let's see what Sharp does. Alright, no predictable movement there.
Oof.
Yeah.
The Toad knocking down Pauline surprises me there.
Oh, you threw away a lot of your characters there. You should have been more patient with the Toad there and just, pressured my Peach a little bit more.
Gotcha. I think that's one of the skills of a player that's probably underrated, is patience. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree, yes.
That's one of the things that I've learned playing some of the great players here, is that they seem to be taking their time a little bit. I know we want to hurry up and get the ball in the net, but some people see, so right here, this is where patience can come in a little bit more, right?
Yeah, you threw away your DK there, and I just knew the timing of whether you would hit, and I just dodged to dodge it, and then I got a huge speed boost and scored that goal.
Now, is that a learned skill as well? How to read your opponent, or is it different for everyone? I mean, everyone's different, so how are you able to pick up so quickly? Oof. Maybe? All right. Nice. How are you able to pick up so quickly, like the pattern and habit of an opponent?
So what I do is I question to myself every single time I concede, or when someone gets really far wing, I question, how has my opponent got far wing here? Because far wing is obviously the most threatening position on the field. And whenever someone gets that position, I'm like, how have they done that? Have they moved in a certain way? Have they done this? Have they used this mix-up? I will cover that next time. And that's how I analyze habits.
Now, obviously, that's easier said than done because you're trying to analyze these habits in real time while this very fast-paced game is already happening.
Yeah.
Now, is that a learned skill, or is that just something? Is that a learned skill, or is that something that's just special about Virtue and other great players?
There is a very strong meritocracy in this game and overall gaming in general. It's because certain people have other skills from different games. Like, I've come from the Smash community. I used to play Super Smash Brothers, where I learned a lot of habit reading skills in those games. If you've played other games that require that sort of skill, then obviously that will transfer over to the other games, which is why people like me are so high in the rankings, because we already have that skill. It takes a lot of time to develop the skill of habit reading, and that's why it takes certain people longer to get up the rankings than others.
Gotcha.
All right, next game.
I think that's one of those things that really separates the good players from the great players is the intelligence there.
There's a lot of IQ involved. Like, I think Zesty is an absolute genius. And yeah, that's about it. Zesty is a genius. I've got nothing more to say about him.
That's really a high compliment coming from someone like you. Ooh. So those long passes, these are something that you would not recommend when you get to a certain level of skill. Like what I just did, that long free pass. Okay. All right, so how do I get past the wings? I know I need to get down in there and kind of like in that Titan chip position.
Okay.
Like if I'm working over here down to my left right now, I'm trying to get past these two players. I mean, what are your suggestions for doing something like that?
All right.
Because that's where I seem to struggle, getting past the wings.
All right. So getting past the wings usually involves making sure that you're not doing any predictable passes. So essentially, the first thing you've got to master is doing a free pass to this wing defender here, like that. Perfect free pass. See, now you got free wing, but you just got hit by my Waluigi. If you were able to dribble past Waluigi at that point, then you would have been able to. Yeah, you would have been there essentially.
So free passing to the wings. Okay.
Yeah, free passing very important, but that time you didn't get the perfect free pass, so I was able to intercept it.
Yeah, you already got that one.
See, that was a good decision. Now I've got free wing. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna cross pass, and I'm gonna get the goal.
And there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of decision making and realizing where the AI is moving. On center ball, like the position you're in now, it's really hard to get free wing because all my characters are up. Most of the time when you get free wing is going to be from counter attacks, like when I tackle you right now. If I can tackle you, you're going to try to avoid me now. See, now I've got free wing now. Nice. That's good. Right, so now I've got 3 people now from the counter attack that you've made.
Right. Okay, so I need to take advantage of that.
You've got 3 people. And now I've got 3 people, and you've got to get 3 ring now.
So I need to recognize... Yeah, I need to recognize when there's that... when you've got that outnumbered. It's 4 people versus 3, so I should have 1 extra person to play around with, essentially, right?
Yeah, essentially. And you can make really good decisions in order to get free wing. See here, so now I've got 3 people, but I've got an item now, so I can easily get free wing, and you've got an item too. So what are you going to do with it?
That's a great question. I don't even think I realized I had an item. Yeah, I'm going to give up the ball. Didn't even realize I had an item.
Yeah, that time I dodged you, and I get a goal.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Well, let's
it's
see
a
if we can
lot
put
of.
this unit. This.
Right, go on.
I was gonna say, let me just see if I can put this item to good use. Apparently not.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The circle running, like this. Ooh,
Ooh.
circle running. Ooh,
Right, there we
you
go.
see,
There
you
we go.
got me
Okay.
there. Right,
So
I'm
cross
free
pass the
passing.
toad's a bad idea. Oh.
Yeah, most goals come from the position I'm in right now. There you go.
When you're actually down there, you've passed the wing, and you can just do that perfect pass up to the person who's right in this, what you've called the striker position, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Well, take this, Virtue. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. You know what I've actually tried to do? No, I did. But you know what? Usually, what I try to do now is, and I think it's just playing with guys like you now who don't play with hyper strikes. And even when you get a star, I try to go for a Titan chip, so it's not like this automatic thing. Try to improve my skill a little bit.
Fair enough, fair enough. Some people do that. It's a loyalty thing. I mean, if it's a competition, I'm using that star 100%. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So you'll use the star, not even in a Titan ship. You'll just do the charge shot right in front of the goal if you have to.
If I really have to, if it's a competition and there's things on the line, then yeah, I will do it. That was a good mix-up. You didn't run in a circle that time.
Okay. I need to pay more attention and see. This is one of these things. I'm watching you a lot, so I'm not focused as much on my playing. But I'm going to go back and look at these things and watch your movements because yeah, I probably do have a bad habit of going in a circle. Whereas you're you just mix it up. You're going all over the place, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of mix-ups. All right, what's he gonna do? He's gonna go for the cross from.
See,
long.
that was not
Okay.
a long one. That was not a long one. So I felt like I could get away with it, but you proved no, you can't get away with it.
Oh yeah, so you see, I've known for one of to probably have the best reaction time in the world, if not on par with Zesty and Romamo, which are the other two best players in the world currently.
Now I've seen some tutorial from Zesty where he says you actually dodge into the free pass. Have you tried that? Is there something to that?
Oh yeah, that's actually called the Zesty dodge. Like I just did there.
Yeah, I saw that. So I mean, do you do that often? Is there a lot of application there?
There is a lot of application with the Zesty dodge. It is crazy.
See, I just tried to do it myself just then.
Learning the Zesty dodge is worth it. You get a lot more mix-ups, and people can barely tap tackle you if you learn how to do Zesty dodge because they try the AI positions to mark characters directly. So when you pass, the next switch that your opponent does will always be to the direction of the pass. So when they switch characters and they press the tap tackle button, they will probably hit directly at the character you've passed to. But if you complete the Zesty dodge allows you to dodge that tap tackle completely and give you a speed boost. It's so powerful.
Wow. So, and you dodge in the direction that the pass is coming from. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me see if again. I know I've been peppering you with a lot of questions. You've been doing a great job of both answering them thoroughly while giving me a thorough beating. So let me just play a little bit and let just you do some talking, Virtue, and just tell me what you're seeing and tell the people what you're seeing so they can kind of learn from what you're doing and also learn from what I'm doing.
All right. I'm gonna try and explain what my mentality is during this and how I'm reading what Sharp is doing right now.
Great.
All right. Let's see how am I gonna win this kickoff exactly? What's Sharp gonna most likely do? Dodge into the ball? No, that I was wrong, but we still win. I saw that decision and I took the decision. And I got the tight end chip because I saw Peach was up on the wing and she was free and no one was marking her. So I took that decision and took the goal. Alright, how is Sharp moving right now? He's moving quite unpredictably now that I've told him how to move properly. Is he going to get impatient like he has usually been? Yes, he is, and I'm going to take that goal. Alright, what's he going to do on center ball? Yeah, slowing down is very important. Alright, that was very lucky. I went for the gamble there, gonna go for the tap shot. Good goal. We take those. He's got an item here. I'm gonna play a little bit more passive. Keep all my characters alive. Alright, good mix up. That was a really good mix up. Okay, what am I going to do on center ball here? I'm going to run downwards, maybe dodge because Pauline's scary. I'm going to get hit, that was a mistake. He's going to run in a circle, I'm going to make another mistake. I'm going to get itemed. He goes for the cross, I'm going to react. Alright, maybe he's going to pass toe, maybe Pauline. I'm going to go for a gamble, he goes for the lob again. Maybe I should have covered that next time. Hits my toe, thanks for the item, I'm taking this goal. Oh, never mind, I'm taking this goal. Saw Waluigi in the box position there, took the goal. Alright. I'm thinking of maybe covering Peach here. Then I'm going to switch quickly. Oh, that was a good mix-up. Didn't expect that. Right, is he going to get impatient? I'm going to start dodging a lot. Dodge again. Oh, I ran out of stamina, that was my mistake. Let's see. He's going to lob pass, he's going to dodge, nice dodge. He's going to make a mistake, I'll take that. Going to pass down to Peach, see her in the box. No one's marking Waluigi, thank you very much. Oh. Alright, Pauline at the ball here. What's she going to do? Maybe we're in the circle. I got her, but he passed. Maybe he's going to pass to Peach here with the cross. Takes free wing. I'm going to react. He's got an item. He's not going to use it on defense, so I'm going to play a bit more aggressive here. He's going to throw his characters away, thank you. I'm going to take that goal.
And threw my item away.
Yeah, and he's going to throw his item away. I now have 5 goals up. I pretty much won this match, thank you. I'm going to fail to react. I'm going to dribble around his toad. Now he's got 3 men up. I say men and women. I'm going to use the item, get the goal. 3 goals, 6 goals up now.
Woo. Virtue, you know how to cook, my man.
Yeah, I know how to cook. There are only a few players, probably 3 other players that can cook better than me. Oh, he ran in a circle. Lob pass, I failed to intercept. Oh, I messed up. You messed up.
You intercepted my interception.
I'm going to go for the mix-up here. It's not going to go in because that was a terrible mix-up. Gave me a free item though, I'm going to be using that. Go for team tackle? Oh, no.
Virtue, let me ask you a question real quick. Are you opposed to hitting people just to knock some people down and get them out of the way, even if it gives them an item?
I am opposed to that
right here.
Unless you do it to defend a box pass or a pass that you know exactly where is going to go and give you a huge counter attack. So let's say you try and pass to the up wing from here. I'm going to mark Peach. If you pass to Peach and I hit her, I get a counter attack and you have 3 people. And that's huge for me, and then probably gets me a goal. Alright, yep, not bad. You may get the item, but it's really not much. You could still fail to use it, and it's not always a free goal, so yeah.
Whew. Alright, let me see if I can need to lose Waluigi.
Yes.
You're scaring me.
Very scary.
So even right there, I should be free passing. I should be free passing right there then, shouldn't I? In those situations?
Yeah, see how I'm passing around the field? I just pass with free passes like this. Like I'm doing. None of my passes.
So that's one thing we should practice on. So that's if you really want to up your game, one thing that you should really practice is free passing all the time. Not just when you're trying to score a goal, but in any situation you should be free passing, like here.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Some people do tap passes, but it can be pretty risky. It depends on how much passing you're running. For example, if you're running 15 passing, the pass is very unlikely to be intercepted. And some people that I realize do this quite a little bit are people like Zesty, and it can do him some wonders. People like Magikalov also do this. He runs 20 passing wingers, and the passes, even if they're grounded, they're still uninterceptable regardless, because that's how the game's engine works.
Gotcha. So it's kind of interesting because you said it's a little risky to do those tap passes, where most people would think that the free passes are the ones that are risky.
Yeah, because they have startup. Nice.
Ooh.
My Peach got blasted by Boom Boom there.
Whew.
Well, 12-1. Yeah, that happens. It is
does.
what it is.
It does. Goodness. Well, Virtual, why don't we say we do one more? How about it? Just one more. Let me see if I can apply some of these things. Try doing some more of these free passes. See if anything that you've been talking about has sunk in while you've been showing me the ropes here to see how it applies.
All right, let's see what you do. Don't expect to win, but I will
not expect to win, but I will try to apply some of these things that you've been talking about, and let's see how it goes.
All right,
because one thing I haven't done up to now is it. Yeah, one thing I have not done so far is again trying to do those free passes all over the place. And I doubt you're probably the person to practice that against when you're not used to it. But nevertheless, let's see if we can put some of this into practice.
All right, let's see it.
Okay. Now you have not changed up your team really at all this whole time. Is that correct?
Yeah, this team's basically perfect. So.
Okay. Right, let's see if we can. Yeah. Let's see if we can apply some of these things.
Oh, the triple mix-ups. Nice. Impatient.
Too impatient. Too impatient. All right. Let me go back to Donkey here. See if I can draw Waluigi off a little bit. So I'm only doing free passes. No tap passes at all. Well, that didn't work out so well.
That was a bit predictable. I knew you were going to pass to that wing, so I just marked it.
Oh!
I thought you were going to use the red shell.
I have a red shell?
Yeah, you do.
Man.
Item awareness.
Let's use it now. I know you said use it on offense, but I'm trying to keep it down. If I can keep you down to one goal within the first minute, I'm happy. Oh man, I'm doing tap passes. Oh hey!
That was my mistake.
I got one. Yeah, I know, but I'll take it. Look, this is awesome because for the first time in 4 games, we've got Virtue on film making a mistake. So, really glad we got this 4th game in. Hey! Oh snap! Get off me, Waluigi. All right, what's he doing with his wall?
Is
that what I did again? Did I do that again? There's so many things that I do subconsciously.
Yeah, it happens. It's normal. It all comes with the grind.
So the grind is just playing over and over again, doing the things you wouldn't normally do to try to get those things embedded in your subconscious so that it becomes your new play style.
Yes, that's right.
And I can see that this free pass thing is going to be one of those.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. That's going to be one of those. So Virtue, who taught you, or did you just kind of pick this up on yourself, or did it just come through the grind, or what?
Well, I've been playing this game since release, and most of my skills that I learned were through Romomo, who was another European person that I knew at the time. And he was able to teach me a ton about the game that I didn't exactly know. So that's where most of my skills come from. But overall, I would say that most that I've learned is from myself and just having a good mentality and, you know, coming from the Smash community, because the Smash community teaches me a lot about habit reading, and it's really helped me, I must say.
Okay. You wouldn't think that playing Smash would transition into this game, but the results don't lie.
They do not lie, indeed.
I was trying to be a little bit more patient there, Virtue. I really was. I really was.
I recommend waiting out all my stamina before you try and go for a hit, if you know I'm just going to mash dodge.
All right, explain that, waiting out all your stamina.
Yeah, like, so basically when I dodge, I can't dodge anymore at all.
You can't dodge anymore at all? Okay.
Yeah,
when you see the sweat
until
pouring.
That.
Okay, gotcha.
So I'm going to mash dodge Waluigi. Now I've got no stamina. There you go.
Oh, you know what? Would you like to retract your previous statement, Virtue?
I think so.
Okay. It's like just when you're seeing promise. There it is. Okay. no joke, and I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'll do it even on camera, is I didn't know that when your stamina's gone, you can't dodge anymore. I had no idea about that. Seriously. I literally had no idea. Yeah, that's crazy, right? I didn't know. I thought it got slower or something. I don't know what I thought. But that's really big. Come on, Titan Chip. Oh, come on.
Nah, doesn't work that way, mate. All right, here we go.
All right, so then you don't have any dodges left. You don't have any dodges left there.
Yeah, that's how you're a bit patient.
How did I not know that?
I have no clue how you didn't know.
Oh, wow.
I've got this down.
Well, that'll help a lot as well.
Yeah.
You're
going to do nothing.
Boom Boom's going to help me out. Boom Boom's going to make up for my lack right now.
Alright. Okay, gonna go for the long pass. Ooh.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. No, long!
No! He goes for a mix-up and it doesn't work. Oh, impatience. You've got no men now, no woman now. Oh.
Alright, so a few things that I'm picking up. Wait for the stamina to deplete. Work on the free patches throughout, and be more patient. Those, if there's three things that I'm going to take away from this session, those are the three things. And Virtue, as my as who I would consider to be my coach, because nobody else has taken the patience to teach me on these things, would you say those are three big takeaways I need to have from this, or what else?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right on that. Those three things that you just mentioned, I think, are some of the best things that you can focus on as someone who's starting out in the competitive scene. I think that patience is the number one thing, and overall reads and habit reading are the two things that you should get a mastery of, so that you can start beating better players and kind of just love the competitive scene overall.
One thing that I've noticed, and I talked about this in my intro, is that one of the things that seems to make competitive players in Mario Strikers Battle League different is that there's not a lot of ego, there's not a lot of arrogance. There seems to be a real atmosphere of camaraderie where people are in this together and they honestly want to help one another improve. Why do we see that more in this game more so than any other?
That's a good question, Sharp, but it's that's actually kind of difficult to answer, because I feel like maybe it's because Battle League is less public. I actually don't know. You'll have to answer experts on that one. It's proper video game journalists. I do not know why this community is so good. It's such a good community, such a nice place, and I feel like everyone should join. Yeah, anyone watching, please join the Mario Strikers Discord server. We are nice people.
They really are. They really are. And as I mentioned in the intro, and I'll mention it again now, there's going to be a link to the Mario Strikers Battle League Discord server in the description of this episode. So please join. You won't be disappointed. You're going to meet other great players like Virtue who wants to help you improve and get better. But nevertheless, we hope that you really enjoyed this episode. Virtue, thank you so much for taking the time today to do this, and of course being patient with me. Virtue, is it too far to say that if anybody wanted to reach out to you and get some guidance, get some instruction, maybe even get some coaching, that you would lend that to them?
I would lend any sort of coaching to anybody, as long as you're not legend rank in the Discord server, because that way you would probably be one of my competitors, and I do not want to help you. So that is my conditions. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.
Yes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, again, Virtue, he's got his own YouTube channel. There's going to be a link to his channel in the description of this episode. But until next time, I'm The Sharp. This is Virtue. We'll catch you next time.